hear? Are you getting a notification that says that we are live? And are you hearing me with headphones over there? I just thought I would start it early so we can get to see if anyone gets the notification in time. And can you chat?
There you are. Okay, I got you. Yep.
Did you get a notification?
Yep, it's under home. You refresh. It's right at the top. It says it's live. Can you pause it?
No, I don't want to. If it's live, it's live. Okay, and it says there's 3 people in my chat room.
9 watching.
9 watching.
Time to introduce yourself, dear.
Oh, well, hi guys. We started early, and that's okay, because I figured until it starts, I was just going to play, make sure I got this working right. And I thought until it starts, if you guys wanted to play with some cards, I got some cards here. This is my William Blake deck. And as you can see, it's not a regular tarot deck. It's got some pretty cool things in here. So if you guys want to play with that until 8 o'clock, if anyone has a quick yes or no question, or is this or is that, whatever, I will pull a card for you. And we will wait until 8 o'clock when we start. I got a bit of a cough. It's an allergy, and I'm really sorry. I don't have COVID. No one's going to catch it through the screen. All right, real quick. Anyone got a question for the cards? Real fast.
Will I buy a house this year from KF?
Okay, KF, let's see. Eternity, which means it probably will take you a long time to find the right house. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, what next? Okay, you're going to stay with Keith. All right, let's see. I'm going to give these a cut. And you like him. The card says there's a lot of, I'm going to draw a second one on this because there's a lot of energy between you. Let's see if it's good or bad. Ew. I think that what's going on between you and Keith is probably not going to last all that long. I think that he really likes you, but I think you're having second thoughts about him based on the cards. We got innocence reversed here. And also, this is the card of things kind of, not being so cool. Okay. What else we got?
Ella Ohm, am I on the right path?
Are you on the right path to what? You have to be specific with cards. The more vague you are, the more vague the cards will be.
And we'll jump back here. There's a lot of people pulling them out. Jennifer.
Oh, is the COVID vaccine safe? I sure hope so. I got it. We'll find out. If I drop dead, you'll know.
Jennifer Stewart is asking, are my loved ones with me?
We'll get to that after 8, okay? Is your husband cheating on you? That's a hard one for the cards to tell you. I hate to ask those because if the cards are going to tell you the truth and you're going to want to act on it.
Teresa Moreno. Oh, sorry.
Oh, prophecy and poetry. This is telling me that the cards are telling me that whatever you know it already, and you should be acting on it because you have the card of prophecy, which means that you already know it, hon. So I think that assessment. Okay, so if you're asking me the question, you know the truth already. Okay, what else we got?
Ella Horn, am I on the path with my children?
Are you on the path with your children? You mean on the right path with your children?
I would think that would be the intonation.
Okay, let's see.
Excuse me.
Okay, I am going to shuffle these. All right. I would say you got the card of balance, and I would say that based on this card, of course, these are quick readings. Based on this card, I think that you are on the right track. I think it's taking a lot of balance. I think that you feel kind of sometimes like, but overall, you're keeping your balance. You're doing a good job. Just keep your balance. It's really, you're in a precarious place, but you're doing good overall. Okay. Did someone get, when all the deaths and ghosts and all that stuff, we're going to do that after, once we get to 8 o'clock. This is just fun time, playtime. Okay. What else we got? I mean, it's all kind of playtime, but that's more serious.
Lisa Robertson is asking, will my health get better?
Oh boy. I'm sorry, Lisa. The cards are saying that it's kind of going to stay the same. I'm really sorry. You got assessment reversed. And when assessment is, we look over ourselves, we take, this card generally in a pack of cards is usually something emotional, but just pulling it one card at a time is more or less like, it's going to take work, and it's going to take, I think that it's more right now, it's more of an emotional journey to help the physical journey. So I think that's what assessment is saying. It's more in your head at this point to help your physical than your physical to help your head. We'd have to do a bigger reading on that one. I'm sorry. The cards sometimes suck. What?
Sorry, I'm trying to skim over. There's some very deep questions here. I'm trying to find something a little bit.
Has to be kind of specific.
Okay, Lisa. Oh, I walked out of my job 16 years. Will I find another job?
My first gut says yes, but let's see what the cards say. I mean, right away I got yes, but okay. It says practice. Yeah, I think that this is saying you have a lot of experience, and you can get another job. It's not going to be as hard as you think. So between the card that says practice, meaning you have a lot of experience, and boop, my head saying yes, you're going to be okay. What else? Jim.
Okay, here S6767S is asking, will I be chosen for the leadership program at work?
Ooh, I sure hope so. Let's see. Leadership program at work. This one, do you see this? Exuberance is energy. And just by the face of this card, just out of nowhere, this is a really, really beautiful, positive card. Okay, when this comes up in a reading, it usually means the person has a really awesome, positive thing going on. So just this card out of nowhere, I would say this looks really good for you. So I would say yes. And we got 7 more minutes of cards if you guys want to keep playing with them.
Tammy McPhee is asking, will I be able to accomplish becoming a speech-language pathologist?
Well, you've got nice big words in your question, so. I'm going to pick again, because that needs more explanation. Do you have somebody who's very religious in your life and doesn't want you to really do this, Tammy? Is there somebody who's fighting against you, or somebody who's holding you back that may be of a fanatic, might not be religious, but of a fanatical tint that kind of is in your life that's a real bummer? No? Okay, if you come across somebody like that, stay away from them, because the cards that I pulled on you are all that somebody was going to get somebody in your way that was like that. So stay away from them. I'm going to mix the cards and read again for you. Because 3 times I pulled and 3 times it was an obstacle, and it was a person. And the last one, when I asked what the person was going to be like, they said they were fanatical. They had they had something that was so fanatical to them that it was like a religion. Damn. Same thing. Fanatical. Oh. Tammy, hang in there. and I'm going to work on some energy to change these cards for you, so that we remember, the cards are telling us only what is today. Future can change. So if you work on creating positive energy around you, it doesn't mean that the negative things the cards are saying will happen. So let's just keep making sure that we create positivity. And if you meet this person, my chair's high, by the way, and I'm swinging my feet, and I'm sorry. But when you meet this person and they have like this overwhelming attitude, really pushy, overwhelming attitude, avoid them, or know that you've been warned about them. And so, give them a long space. Don't get involved with them. Okay. Because the cards are saying, really, they're going to come in your life, and don't get involved with them. You might want to, but don't. And next time we do a reading, if I come up with the cards, we'll see if this has changed. But 4 times, I'm really sorry, hon.
And we have an overwhelming request from several viewers for winning lottery numbers.
Hey, if I could do that.
Her husband has already requested that.
I think that that's the number one question I get from people is, if you're psychic, why don't you have the winning lottery numbers? And honestly, I would love to do that. I would love to know the winning lottery numbers. What else would I love to know? I would love to know who's going to win this sports thing or that sports thing, so I could bet on it ahead of time and put all the money in it. Stuff like that. I don't know. I guess, I've tried and I've got like a free ticket. Or maybe, something like that, but never.
The way it works.
Yeah, it's just not the way it works. I don't know. I guess, the universe wants to keep psychics poor.
We are coming up in 3 minutes.
How many guides do I have? Most people have at least 4 to 8. Some people have more. But in general, most people have about 4 guides. And a lot of them sometimes have guides who are grandparents or great-grandparents. You'd be surprised. Some families, like, they might say, wow, but my great-grandparents had 107 great-grandchildren. So they're busy. But because a lot of times some of the spirit guides are generational. And so, but they're eternal, so they can be in a lot of places at once. So, last one. Or maybe we have time for 1 or 2 before we go into the other stuff. So, any other questions?
Looking.
Hey.
Yeah, okay. Oh, do you want me to say hello?
No.
Yeah. Oh, which one?
Let's see. My guides have vision
Do I have
issues.
spirits around me?
My guides have vision issues. You need guide glasses.
Yeah.
You can get them on Amazon. You can get everything on Amazon.
One said, do I have, Chastity W, do I have spirits around me that are good as I see them?
Everyone has good spirits around them. Very few people have negative spirits around them, because negative spirits don't belong to you. They come and go. They're kind of like leeches or something. Like, you can pick them up somewhere, but eventually they fall off if you don't know that. Even if you don't know they're there. Okay, so why don't we? It's 8 o'clock. Let me put this deck away. And someday I'll do a full reading with this deck. It's actually very powerful if you read it the right way. Right now I'm kind of just playing with it. Like I said, we're just having a little bit of fun with it. So, as you know, tonight is sort of my let's talk to your relatives nights and see who we can bring up. Oops, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I hit the wrong button. And so let's see who we can bring up and see who's here. Right now, though, all day I've been having spirits come back and forth, trying to reach everybody. And so, let's see.
Here, I've got one here, queuing up.
Okay.
Bear with me a moment. Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Maud, I hope forgive me for the pronunciation, Matilda. She keeps dreaming about her ex-husband John that passed in March. He's in my room.
Hi, open minds.
He's in my room and looks 20 years younger. And
So he looks about in his 30s? Okay, who belongs to? I have two fellows here wanting to talk. One of them's younger, and one of them is a Jason, and the older one is I think he's saying his name is Ralph, but he's like a he works like in masonry or building, like outdoor construction type stuff. And the other one is a younger guy. I think that he's probably he passed away young, maybe under 30. Anybody know these two? They're the first ones that just came in here. And I have an Elizabeth, but everyone called her Beth or Beth. Anyway, those are the three that first came up. They're just saying like hi, and I don't know why they're here pushing first. I don't know if their people have come yet because we're still here early. And okay, Mary has the Beth. Okay, Mary, if this is your Beth,
Mary Holloman, I'm Beth.
Oh, you're Beth. Mary, you're Beth. You're not, it's not your Beth. Okay.
Bethy is me.
Okay. All right, so all right, now we have okay, tell me who they want to talk to and I'll see if I can find them, because right now I've just got like the whole stadium here. So tell me who they want to see and I'll get a hold of them. Because I'm going to keep my eyes closed at this point, because last time I kept my eyes open and it was really confusing.
Zach. Deb from Patricia Newbury, and Anne was asking for Zach. Deb or Zach? Will Massey?
Okay. All right, Deb. I have like 4 Debs here, or Debras. Is this the Deb that I got several Zachs. I have a Zach who died in a car accident. I have a Zach who died of a drug overdose. And I have a very young Zach who's being carried by somebody else. And I have another Zach. I can't see what he's doing. I have many Debras right now. I have a couple of Debbies. One of them died of a heart attack. One of them is showing me like her head like this. And I think that either she had a stroke or an aneurysm, because she's showing me her head like this. I see another Deb now. Deborah, she has white curly hair, like she's an old woman and had her hair done like in curls. I see another Debbie, and she has like long straight hair, like you might see from like almost like from the 70s or 80s, and like different from my hair, but like very straight. And she's showing me like almost like cat's eye glasses. And I see there's this man who's really pushing forward, and he's showing me, of all things, he's showing me a hunting gun, and he's got like ducks tied over his shoulder, and he's smiling like like he just came back from hunting. I don't know if they're ducks or turkeys or something, but because they're bigger than ducks, but they look like ducks to me. And he's smiling, and he's like, "This is good. I really am enjoying this." And he wants somebody to know that wherever he is, he's okay. Um, uh, uh, oh my goodness. Margaret wants you to know that she's fine. I don't know if it's Bert or Lucy's with the children. I think it was Lucy or Leah. Anyway, she's with the children. The children aren't hers. They're like someone else's children. Okay. What else? Tell me what's going on here, hon. Because there's so many people. There's a person who died in a fire, but wants people to know that she didn't feel anything. She doesn't remember any pain now. She doesn't remember anything. That the fumes. She died by the fumes, not by the flames, and everything was so fast. She doesn't remember it. She was young, I think, when this happened. There was like something happened, and she died in a fire. And I don't know. These people are just talking and talking and talking. I need a focus. Somebody give me a focus.
William Massey.
You're hi, Chris. Okay, what did you get, hon? William?
Someone's asking about a Will Massey.
Will Massey. We'll have to come back to that. I don't see him here.
Ken George.
Kenneth George. Yeah. Okay, Kenneth George. I don't see him, but what I'm getting is I'm getting a really, really warm feeling. I feel that he doesn't want to come forward, but he's telling me everything's okay because he's afraid that it's going to upset somebody. Like he's like, yes, I want to tell you I'm okay, but if I come too forward, it's going to upset those around you. That other people around you are going to be very upset. But everything's all right, and everyone with me is okay, and things are good, and we're waiting for you, and things are good, but this is going to really get you in trouble. And I don't know why, but he's saying he's not using the words in trouble, but it's sort of like keep this a secret, or don't tell so-and-so, because that's going to cause an issue for you. So anyway, that's what he's that's what I'm feeling, that why he's not coming further out, but he's sort of like back there saying, this is what I want you to know.
Have a new name when you're ready.
Gertrude. She was happy. I mean, if you're going to go, you might as well go when you're happy. I mean, it's better than dying, when you're not happy. There's something to be said for, getting to the point where you're so happy that you say, okay, this is, it's like some people might say, if I died now, I'd die the happiest person in the world, and actually doing it. I know that sounds weird because the people left behind, they're like, why did you do that? I wanted to say goodbye. I can't. And, and in actuality, we really don't have a choice. It's sort of like we have an internal alarm clock in heaven or in the other world or whatever, however you want to put it. And sometimes that alarm goes off and we have to go. Some of us get to hit the snooze alarm, like maybe we have major surgery or something, and we die on the table, and then we hit the snooze alarm and we come back. But for the most part, when that alarm goes off, we go. And but some of us just sort of plan it in a certain way, and then we feel like, death is a very, very personal thing. There's 2 times that we're never with anybody ever in any way, is when we're born and when we die. And even if somebody's sitting right there at our bedside holding our hand, that actual trip outside of our body, in between leaving our body and getting to where we're going, we go alone. And just like that trip between the mother and having that cord cut and then being in the hands of our mother, we do that alone. And those times are very personal. And so doing that on vacation might be hard on our relatives, but what a lovely way for Gertrude to go. To love her is to realize that she got an awesome way out, I guess. I don't know how else to say that. I don't know. Okay, some of you. Okay, what's the question?
I have a next question here. Please ask if Zach Granger is around us, or my grandfather Thomas Perner.
All right. Yeah. Let me see. What's the name of the people who asked?
That is.
Because sometimes it's easier if I know who I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that was from AMP. AMP.
Come on, guys. Yeah. Now, your grandfather is more of a spirit guide type of energy. Comes and goes, especially in times of stress. Zach is more of a playful, type energy. Sometimes you might think even that something weird is going on around you. Like, even if you might see the lamps flashing or something might move in the house, you might put keys down someplace, find them someplace else sometimes. You might even want to say, oh, Zach did it again or whatever. That's kind of Zach, because Zach in his new formation has this playful energy. But neither one of them, of course, the grandfather is pure light, but Zach is not in any way hurting or harmful or in any way hurtful. As a matter of fact, he goes to more than one place, and it's a good thing, because he's sort of like mostly crossed over, but not in a way that he wants to come down and have any revenge like some of the other spirits we talked about before. And you could talk to him, like he would be willing. I'm just talking to him right now. He said that he would be willing, if you lost something and you say, hey, Zach, help me find my keys, you'd all of a sudden probably turn around and they'll be there. Or if you say, hey, Zach, I locked myself out, and then you turn to the back door, it'll be unlocked or something like that. He would be helpful that way. So you could work with him that way. Does that make sense? So that's a good thing. What do we got?
Teresa Moreno is asking, she says, Alex died in bed April 9th. She was born in 1984 and left behind a son, moon shadow. So, Alex.
Was it drug overdose? Because I have an Alex right here who said to me, it was never my fault. I don't believe it was ever my fault. I was sick. Is that her? There's another woman here. She's not calling herself Alex though. She's calling herself it sounds like Alex, but it's not Alex. It's like Allie or something. And she's about 35 and she died of ovarian cancer. And I don't know if she's the same one. There is a Tina here. Tina is somebody's older sister or aunt in the group.
Is that Tina or Trina?
I think it's hard to say when they're talking and it's busy, but I think it's Tina. Maybe it's Trina. But anyway, Tina also died of cancer. That's why because when I said this woman had ovarian cancer, she said, I had cancer. So she died of cancer, and she had, and Tina, Trina, I don't know which one it is, she had a very long, hard cancer. Whereas this other one that had the ovarian cancer, she felt okay until like the very end, it really knocked her hard. This other woman, she was sick a long time. It was a long thing, and she was a very happy person until that happened. I have two people here, a man and a woman, who both had dementia. One of them is named, I want to say, it's not Robert, but it's like Robert or something like that. And the woman's name is Margie. And they both had dementia, and they both died in nursing homes. And there's a woman who, now, she's telling me she wants me to tell her daughter and her daughter's family that it's okay. She understands why she died alone. Oof. And she understands why they stopped visiting, because she wasn't really there, and it's okay. She understands that. And now Pat's saying the same thing. Pat's saying, tell my family the same thing. I still love them, and I understand why they didn't keep coming to visit. And boy, there's a bunch of them. The same thing. People who are in nursing homes, and people who had dementia or Alzheimer's, or were just, kind of lost in nursing homes. And they're saying, we understand. They had their life, and they had their own children. They had things to do. They had their grandchildren. Wilhelmina, I guess they called her Wilma. I don't know. She says Wilhelmina. What else? There are, oh boy, now she said, I just saw this one when I opened my eyes. She said 4-year-old, oh boy. We have one thing about children, all right? One really thing you need to know about children is that no matter what happens to children, they don't become ghosts, all right? Children, they'll say, oh, this house is haunted by all these little children. The energy of children can haunt, but the souls of children always cross over. The universe, God, whoever is in control of all of this, God, is not cruel to children. will never leave children. I mean, mankind, the earth, can be so cruel to children, but children go to the other side. You can go to a place where children are haunting, but it's not really the child itself. It's sort of a memory or a part of that child. And so when you think, oh my God, I want my child, you might even hear your child in your house, or you might feel them. If you're feeling them or hearing them in any negative way, then you know it's sort of like a whisper or an echo of your child, because your child has gone on to a place. And when they get there, they don't remember anything that happened. Just like when we're working with Shannon, when we're working with her and we talk to Bella and Cece, they don't remember anything. That's why they're like, when is Daddy coming home? They don't know what he did. They have no understanding and no idea. Like the little boy in the box, he didn't know, you know? And so they don't know. And it's one of those things. And so a 4-year-old is not going to know. And so when he's gone to the other side, I don't have to help him because he's already been helped by God. And so you can relax with that, and you can know that's true. And if you feel him around, sorry, I got hair in my face. If you feel him around, you're only feeling the good parts of him. And if you feel anything bad, it's either not him, it might be your own fear or your own upset still, or it's just shadows of him that'll move on once you're able to let go of everything that happened. So what else we got?
I have 2 more full names here towards the end. Trina, Family is Everything is asking about their sister Trina Jeffers or her mom Susan Stewart. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Susan Stewart. Okay, I get was either one of them murdered, because there's a Susan right here who says she was murdered. I don't know if she belongs to anybody, because I'm not getting that your mom was murdered, but as soon as you said Susan here said she was murdered. And your mom is fine. And she says that you're worried. You must be worried about her. You can let that one go. You can hit show on that one. You must be worried about her. Did you have an argument with her? Because she's saying it's okay. You don't have to be upset. That there's nothing to be upset with. It's okay that she understands everything, and you don't have to be upset. That, like, she's talking like you had a disagreement or an argument, and she is okay. She, like, that's all water under the bridge. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what she's saying. And I guess she's just going on about that, and it's very hard to get that through to see the other person. But I see somebody behind her. I actually see 2 people behind her, and they both are okay. They're fine. They're not having any problems, and I think they're letting her do the talking. I don't know how you were in relationship to the family, but it seems like there may have been a little bit of distance at one point, or at least between you and your mom at one point, or something was unsaid that needed to be fixed. So that's what I'm seeing now. If a comment comes up and it says hide or show, you have to assess if it's a good comment, and then you have to hit.
You're seeing
hide or
something
show.
I'm not. I don't have access apparently.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I lost my children's father.
Fred.
Yeah, Lynn. November. Oh, well, Let me see. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something I have. You have to keep me up on this. That's why you're my moderator.
I'm working as best as I can here.
I think my moderator is falling asleep. I might have to.
I
need to pull him from the other side. Okay, I got. I'll tell you some of what I got here. Okay, I got. I got I got a Manny. I got a Manny here, and he's telling me that he knows Barbara, and Manny knows Barbara, and he wants somebody to tell Barbara that he's okay, and that he needs to. Manny's okay. He wants somebody to tell Barbara. I don't know if he knows Barbara directly or if there's a Barbara there that knows Manny. But Manny wants Barbara to know that of all stupid things, the paperwork or the work papers, Manny, when were these papers? Never mind about the papers. They're like 12 years old. But anyway, Manny, just as I guess he wants to say hello to Barbara. I don't know if anybody knows a Manny. Let's see what else. Fred.
Do I have another name? Right.
Fred loves you.
You ready for the next one?
No, Fred's very depressed. I'm really sorry. Fred's really, really depressed. Fred's depressed that she's so sad. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, Fred, we gotta get Fred to move on because Fred's depression's making her depressed. Fred, you know, she had another death recently, and this is not good for her. I know. I'm going to ask your spirit guides and Fred's spirit guides to ask Fred to move on because Fred's been hanging around you and he's just watching and he's depressed. And I know you've probably felt him around you, but when you feel him around you, he brings you down instead of, you know, you may sometimes feel like, oh, he's here and I feel good. But most of the time when you feel him or feel something, he makes you feel depressed. And we need to cross him over. And then after he comes back clear, and he come back as a spirit guide to make you happy. So I'm going to ask his spirit guides, your spirit guides, because obviously he's not taking any information from his, and we're going to ask them to bring him and cross him over. Okay. So we're going to be doing that. I'm going to have them be doing that. So you might feel something over the next, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Okay. So feel for that and see what happens.
I have another one here.
Yeah.
Tracy is asking about her father-in-law, Cyrus Gillingham.
She didn't like him, did she? I know she probably can't say because she probably has her husband there. But yeah, you know, I just heard that he's gone. He's reincarnated. He's gone. He just took the fast bus to the other side, and he's reincarnated. And I don't know where she lives, but he's reincarnated. I think he's somewhere in, I want to say Ohio, but I also want to say Kansas, but I think Ohio. He's reincarnated into somewhere in Ohio.
Okay, Charlene Van Winkle.
Yeah.
Is asking, is my brother Patrick okay? He was murdered at age 12.
By her mother. I remember her asking me this. And I remember looking into it right away. And he is okay. At first, it was hard for him to cross over. He was in such shock by the whole thing, and he couldn't cross over. And he actually followed you for some time. And but he eventually crossed over, and he eventually actually reincarnated, and he is living near her again. He is in her life again. And but I'll tell you, it was horrible. It was horrible for him and for the energy of her mother. And I mean, what a horrible thing to happen. But he did stay as a ghost for some time, and then eventually crossed over. I think it was a grand aunt, like a grand aunt or a grandmother, but it was somebody on his father's side, who came and showed him the light and brought him over. And then he was able to process through, and he chose, since his life was so short, he chose to come back into another body and relive his life. And I really took time and thought about this. I was going to write you back, and but I thought we'd talk tonight. So
okay. Next, Sherry Claiborne is asking about Tabitha Claiborne.
Oh yeah, Tabitha. I also got some email from her, and I didn't get back to her. Tabitha, and I might be wrong on this one because I wasn't 100% sure if I got the right Tabitha, but I had seen the Tabitha I had gotten a hold of was having and I hate, you're gonna get what you're gonna get, okay? I could be wrong. Please tell me to stop if I'm wrong, or if you don't want me to say it. The Tabitha that I had talked to had been having problems with her husband. And I don't know if that contributed to her early death or not, but I know that she was involved in a divorce, because the person I talked to, when I tried to talk to her about her passing over, she instead just wanted to tell me all the things about her husband and how frustrated he was, how frustrating he could be to her, and how she just really didn't like him. And she just went on about him. And it was very hard to get her. She did not want to talk about her death. She did not want to talk about much about things except for she is crossed over. But when I brought her back towards this way, she was like, I don't want to come over there because my ex-husband, blah, 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 blah. But when she went back to crossing over, she was okay and she was fine. But anytime I tried to talk to her about this side, like how is this or how is that, it was all about her ex-husband. I don't know if that sounds right to you, but that's what I was getting. Oh boy, have a brother in heaven. He died 1 day old. When babies die at 1 day old, they're perfect and they go straight to perfection. It's like little angels, you know. Oh,
next one.
Thank you. You should be telling me who's sending these so I can say thank you.
I don't want to interrupt your.
Well, you should be saying thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Pamela.
I'm sorry. I'm having a day.
Okay, next one is thank you very much, Pamela. That's very generous of you. Thank you.
I have an incurable lung disease.
Yeah.
Cirrhosis of the liver. Oh, my dad raised me alone. I feel, whoops, it went out. I didn't see the rest of it.
Okay, I'm going through them.
Okay.
As I go, Soul Beatrice is asking about Anne Dean. It might be Beatrice Anne Dean. I couldn't make out the difference between the last.
Talk louder so we can all hear you.
Anne Dean.
It's Friday. It's been a long week.
Okay.
Was my sister
Was
murdered by her
Tina
husband?
Jeffers.
Let's see. Was she? Let me see if I can get a hold of her. I'm not sure if I got the right one. Let's see, make sure I got the right one. Is she the one in her 40s? This Trina. Is she in her, Trina Jeffers, is she in her 40s? Because the person I have here is in her 40s. If she's the right one, I can tell you. Because I have so many people here. Because the lady I have here, she's in her early 40s, late 30s, early 40s, and she was indeed murdered. And I don't know if that's your person or not. Okay, well, she looks like she's in her early 40s. How do you think she was murdered? And I'll ask this one. Well, this one says she thinks she was poisoned, and when she got really, really sick, she was poisoned. She said when she got really sick, she was smothered. She couldn't fight back.
Okay, I have one here from Michelle sorry for the pronunciation, De Stefano, asking about her mother, Violet. She was on the way to see her with a newborn baby, but never got to meet her great-granddaughter.
Yeah. Yeah, because Violet Violet decided to be your baby's special spirit. Violet is the special spirit of your baby. I mean, not in your baby, but around your baby. She's like your baby's primary guardian angel. Does your baby your baby like things that she liked? Is your baby prone to liking the color purple or violet, just to sort of in honor of your mother? Or if your baby's a child now? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. I've seen that happen before. Not that it's a reincarnation, but that somebody passes away right after a child's born, and then that child ends up with this special guardian, this special, like, real assigned guardian. Like, that person's like, I know what my job is now. And then they pass away and they take over that job. My God, my hair looks awful. I just look up and see my hair. It's like, oh my God, I just got out of the shower. My hair looks awful.
And I got one from Pammy Walker.
Yeah,
she's asking if Dawn Murray is around her.
What?
Dawn Murray. Is there a Dawn Murray around her?
Is there a Dawn Murray around her?
I could do Pammy Walker.
Pammy Walker.
Pammy Walker's the viewer.
Yeah. I have a feeling that this person comes and goes. Because right now when I'm looking at you, I don't see them, but I do see what looks like, you know what a yo-yo? You can have like a string that goes back and forth. And, but I don't see it. I don't see this person, but there's a string. Do you like this person around you, or do you not like this person around you? Oh, 9 years old.
Okay, you got that one from Evelyn Hidalgo.
Yeah, I'll get
I'll read it out loud here. My daughter passed away on February 18th from chronic pneumonia. We're so sorry. She also had cancer. She was 9 years old. Is it possible for you to connect with her?
Yeah, yeah. At 9, chances are we can connect with her. Yeah, the poor baby. Did she call you Mima? Because I heard Mima. But anyway, she hated hospitals, didn't she? She just hated hospitals, but she put on a good face. Um, I don't know. I don't know if she called you Mima. I never heard anyone call anyone Mima, but I don't know. I just heard Mima. But she's okay. She's all right. She stays close to you. Do you have a? I was gonna say, do you have a dog? But she has a dog. She's saying. Did she always want a dog? Because she has a dog, and she loves you. She loves both of you very much. She loves you, but she wants you to know it's not going to be a long time for her. It's not going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time for you, but it's not going to be a long time for her. So don't worry. And she's excited that she feels good again. She's excited that she feels good again. And she's excited that she can do things again. She can run and she can, play. She can eat what she wants as much as she wants. And that's what she's telling me. And I don't know. I have no idea what Mima is, but that's what she said.
Okay. Ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Tammy McPhee is asking about Enid Landerman, her grandma.
Yeah.
Enid Landerman.
She thinks you're adorable. She said, "Isn't she adorable?" Isn't? Oh, they're so adorable. Her actual words were, "Oh, so adorable." Uh, yeah, so adorable. And yeah, she's doing good. She wants to know. I have no idea, but she wants to know something about your teeth. Go figure. She's not making it clear. Did you have teeth? Did you have any work done on your teeth, or was she a bugaboo about making sure you kept your teeth clean? Because she's saying something about your teeth. I have no idea what. Something about make sure. I don't know. Make sure you brush your teeth or something. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these people. It's kind of weird to get in people's heads that you don't know.
Next one that I have here is from Sashabu72. Jenna Zuka or Zaka.
Was she a heavy smoker?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, somebody knows somebody who's a heavy smoker, because I have just been hit with the smell of cigarettes so strong. Cigarettes and beer, so strong. This spirit who's here now is trying to tell me who they are with the smell of cigarettes and beer and NASCAR. I can hear NASCAR. All right, so who wants this guy? Okay, somebody wants this guy. And this guy is into cigarettes, beer, and NASCAR, and had a heart attack. All right. And probably had a heart attack in his underwear, listening, smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, and watching NASCAR. I don't know that he was in his underwear, because he's not right now. But he's a bit overweight, not a huge amount. I don't know. He's just here. He's like, she knows who I am, and he's like, she knows her daddy. So and I don't know if he's saying she knows her daddy, like, but anyway, I don't know who he is, but he is a guy, and but he says he wants everyone to know that he's still watching his NASCAR, and that I don't know, some NASCAR guy is there with him, some famous dead NASCAR guy, Dale somebody, is up there with him, and they're having fun. Sometimes they watch the NASCAR. I don't know anything about NASCAR. I'm really sorry, but they're up there watching the NASCAR, and he's having his beer and smoking his cigarettes, and he's having a great time, and he just wants whoever it is to know. And I don't know. I don't know. I just said, who do you want to know? And he said, hell yeah, she knows who she is. So, and I'm like, who is she? And he says, how do I know it ain't ain't all of my family over there? But he's funny. Yeah. Okay, who else do we got?
Tammy Walker is asking about Don Murray.
Don Murray. Didn't we have him asked about him before? I couldn't find him. Let me see if I can find him now. Oh, it's Don Walker I couldn't find before. Don Murray. What does she need to know about him? I think I got him.
Tammy Walker, can you be specific for us?
I also got a Donald Cartridge.
Oh, she's asking if he's around her.
Isn't that the one I asked her if she wanted him around her? I also have yeah, he comes and goes.
Yes, she says.
Yeah, he comes and goes. He's the one. He's like a yo-yo on a string. He has like a string on him. He comes and he's around for a while, and then he goes away for a little while, and then he comes back. I mean, he's there, but he goes away for short periods of time, a few hours here, a few hours there, maybe a day, and then he comes back, and he might stay for 2, 3 days, 4 days, or for an hour, leave for 5 minutes, come back for 5 hours, leave for a minute, come back for 5 days. I mean, he's very erratic. He's almost like he has ADHD or something. He'll be there for a while, and something will distract him. He'll run off and look at it, and then come back, and that's how I see him working with you. And then I have this other guy, Donald Cartwright or Cartridge. It can't be Cartridge. That's like ink. But Cartwright. I don't know who he belongs to. I have Jillian Smithstone or Stone something Smithson. I don't know. They're all kind of like getting frustrated with me because I'm not getting them out here soon enough.
Okay.
Um,
Here, okay, for Sasha Boo, Jenny Zuka. Coming back to this one. Jenny Zuka or Zuka? It's probably Zuka.
boy, there's a lot of Jennys. Is Jenny the name or Jennifer? Because I have a Jenny. Last name, girl, please.
Jenny Zuka. Oh.
No. No, there's a there's a Jenny, but it's not Zucca. It's like Sarika, something like that here. But she's a very nervous type. She's really, I don't know if it's the same Jenny, but this Jenny's very nervous. And I've asked her if everything's okay. She said it's okay, but she really doesn't want to talk about things and she'd rather be private. And I told her we could talk more about things later. And she said that she doesn't want to talk about it. And if they know her, they know why she doesn't want to talk about it. If that makes sense to them.
Okay, I have a question from Tracy. Do
Yeah.
I have any spirits or loved ones around me that have messages?
You mean Terry or Tracy?
Tracy.
Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
Okay. Tracy, the first message I got was from a spirit guide who told me that you're never going to get that done if you keep worrying about it. Do you have some kind of I'm looking at it almost like it's an academic work, something at work or something at school, some kind of academic thing. And you've been worrying about it, something that has to be done that you have to think about. And they said that you're worrying about it too much and that you tend to put it off or tend to put things off because you worry about them. And they want you to get that done. You're from the other side, people are telling me to tell you, and I hate to say this because everyone says, oh yeah, you hear that from the other side. The, I love you, I'm with you, and the usual stuff you get from the other side. So I'm going to tell you some of the other things they're telling me from the other side. They're telling me to tell you to, of all the weird things, they're telling me to tell you to keep watching your feet because you really need to watch your feet. I don't know if you're clumsy. I don't know if you have something wrong with your feet. I don't know, but they're telling me someone's telling me to tell you to watch your feet. You're also, you get a lot of that. It's okay. It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. I was the one, somebody's saying, you didn't do anything wrong. I was the one that should have known better. I was the grown up. All right. I'm getting that too. And I don't know if that's meaningful to you. And I'm getting that from I want to say female, but it's a male. My voice, my gut, my right here says, oh, it's a female. But really what I'm getting energetically is that it's a male. And really, 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 it's repeating itself. I should have known better. I was the grown up. I hope that means something to you. Okay. What else have we got?
Lioness of Jaya. Does Terry Williams have a message for his daughter, Laura Palmer?
Daddy's home. That's what I heard. Daddy's home. That's all he said. Daddy's home. I'm sorry. That's all he said to me. I'm sorry. Does it mean? I hope it means something. I'm sorry it wasn't longer. That's all he said.
Okay. Ready for the next?
He might come back and say more, but yeah, what's next?
Family is Everything is asking, does my aunt, Sharita McQuaid, have anything she needs to tell me?
I'm not getting her right now. Maybe a little bit later on. What does Verica say?
Okay, now the next one I have queued up here is from Stevie K. Does my grandpa Jay have a message for me? His name is James Wilbur Ralston.
James Wilbur was here last time, remember? I remember because he was standing right here and he wouldn't leave. Does he have anything to say? I'm not getting anything on him yet. I am getting something from a different James. I'm getting something from a Jimmy. From a Jimmy. What's your last name, Jimmy? Harris? A Jimmy Harris or Jimmy Harrison? And he's telling me that he was sorry he had to leave so soon. He never planned it that way, but he had no choice. Life was just too much for him, and he didn't know that he had other options, and he's really sorry. And I don't know who he belongs to. Harrison may not be the right last name. It could have been just something similar to that. But his name was Jimmy, and I think that he was a young adult. Let's see. What else do we have?
From Stevie K. Oh, did we get the...
I don't know.
This might be a recap. Stevie K. Does my grandpa Jay have a message for me? His name is James Wilbur Ralston. And Wilfie Squad. Sorry, I had two of those together. Wolfie Squad is asking if you would please see if you can contact Earl Marshall.
All right. What do you want, Earl Marshall? What do you want? What do you need from him? You know, when you say, please contact somebody, then tell me what you need. That way, if I do get them, I can ask them right away. We don't have to wait for more typing. And in the meantime, who belongs to Lydia? I have a Lydia. I have Zelda, not the video game. And I have a Ted. I have a Miko. I have a Margie. I have a Linda. I have two Toms. I have a Bob. I have a Bill. I have an Arthur. I have two Georges. Lisa. Anyway, go ahead. What else? What do we got?
Okay. Sherry Claiborne is asking if Her mother, Agnes Bell, is happy.
Agnes Bell. Oh yeah. Agnes Bell. She's reincarnated, I think, because when I look at her, I see a big sort of like when somebody's reincarnated, if I can find them and they're reincarnated, I almost see like this big white flash like that. So I think she's reincarnated. Oh, I see an Arthur is me. Okay. Does that mean your name is Arthur or that you have a passed on person named Arthur?
There is Melissa saying Arthur is my daddy.
Okay, Arthur is your daddy, and we have another one that says Arthur is me. Melissa, okay, your daddy crossed over? Is that who we have? Okay, what do we have?
AMP
I
is
have
saying Arthur
passed.
is my grandfather.
Okay, AMP, take them out.
Arthur is my grandfather.
Yeah, AMP says that they've passed away, so we have a funny person. Oh, Arthur is my other grandfather. I thought he said that he passed away. I guess you can leave him in there. Oh, okay. I thought they were being funny. All right, so okay. So now this Arthur.
Last name Waterous from AMP.
Okay, what do we got for Arthur? All right. All right. I have this Arthur I have here. All right. What do you need to know from him so I can get some identifying stuff? He's an older man, and hang on. Now I've got three Arthurs. I said okay. Arthur is the first one I'm talking to. He's an older man. He passed away of a long-term condition. I don't know if it's from lung problems or if it's from something like dementia or cancer, but it was a long, slow thing. And and then this particular author, I have two more after him. One of them is an African-American author, and the other two are not. So the first one I have here, I know we have two people there who are authors. Did either of your authors die of a long-term thing, like died slowly? Because this author, he's died slowly, but he wants to tell you that he just is like, okay, I'm here. What do you need to know from me? He seems like he's an okay person. He might have been maybe a little gruff to deal with at one point, but he seems okay now. And he's sort of like, he didn't come back to say, oh, everything's okay and I love you. It was more like, okay, I'm here. What do you need? So that's kind of where we are. Okay. Oh, the hospital might have overdosed him. That could be. And Melissa said, my Arthur died of sepsis. Ooh. Okay, so so which one is this? Okay, so both of them died in the hospital. Okay, and all right, so the first one I'm talking to now, he was conscious more or less when he died. The second one was completely unconscious when he died. So the first one knew he was in, he knew he was in the hospital. He was going in and out of consciousness. The second one was completely out when he died. Choose your author. All right. In the meantime, while you guys let me know, is there anything else I can do in the meantime here? My grandmother had her name Dorothy.
I have that here.
Okay.
Okay. Her grandmother was Dorothy Shelton, lived in Georgia, born around 36, 38. Died on Christmas Eve. And took care of her kids. Does she still love me?
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. She does, even though you and her, even with the big falling out and the family break, you're always family. You're always blood, no matter what is said, no matter what happens, no matter how much goes missing, no matter what. Once one of you at least is in spirit, all things become real and true again. And she's telling me right now that nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters except love. And she loves you so dearly. And that she's there to help you. She never understood, not from where she was. Remember, in her generation, those things didn't exist. And she had no concept of what was going on. And she seriously, in a lot of ways, felt hurt herself for what she felt, her own self hurt by the hurt that she was projecting. It was like there was no winner. And she forgives you the moment that she saw all, she forgave you. And even before that, it was just so hard in her heart. And so she just wants you to know that everything in her mind is beautiful.
I got a message from Lavinia. Please, if you could contact my best friend. Her name is Amy Nicole Law, or Lowe. She was murdered 2.5 years ago. She needs to know she's okay. She was her best friend. So that's Amy Nicole, looks like Lowe, L-O-W.
Oh boy. She's having a hard time crossing over. And I want to say, yes, she's okay. Everything's fine. She's having a little bit of a hard time crossing over. So what I'd like you to do is, since she stays around you a lot, is whenever you feel her around you, I'm sorry, it's my diabetes. Whenever you feel her around you, I want you to talk to her, and I want you to talk to her about going into the light. And I want to have her, when you talk to her, tell her that inside the light, that there's good things there. And, tell her that when she gets there, she can come back. That when she gets there, she'll feel good and healed. And then she can come back and talk to you still. A lot of spirits, well, a lot of ghosts, because right now she's kind of a ghost, but a lot of a lot of people think that once they go into the light, they can never come back. They can never see the people on earth that they love anymore. And that's not true. Once they go into the light, they're purified. And then they can come back like spirit guides, like little angels on your shoulder. They can still come back. And because she thinks she can't right now, she won't go. And also, once she crosses into the light, she won't have the pain and all that suffering from being murdered. So just talk to her, and talk to her whenever you feel her around. And just say, hey, look over there. There's that light. And you might even want to try to trick her and say, hey, you know what? I'm going over there in the kitchen, see that bright light over there? That's my new kitchen or something. Or that, look at the bath, and just say, can you go in there and I'll meet you there and see if she goes in the brightly lit room first. But no, seriously, just talk to her about the light and get her to cross over. She trusts you. It should be pretty easy a few times you talk to her. It's not like you don't have to be some magic ghostbuster to do it. Just be honest and talk to her about it. And then everything will be fine.
Okay. Next, Barbara M. Says she emailed you a month ago about her best friend Sandy and hadn't heard. I was wondering if.
Oh, I answered her about that. I guess she didn't get it because I did answer that. Email me again and I'll make sure that I email it back. I did answer you. Did you check your spam folder? Yeah, check your spam folder. Yeah, hon, because I did email you back about that.
Okay, next one is
the infamous Dunkin' Donuts cup.
How are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, I just say infamous Dunkin' Donuts cup because in my early videos, there was like all the Dunkin' Donuts cups were lining up in the back.
Okay, from Wolf. Could you please see if you can contact Earl Marshall?
Okay, Earl Marshall. Let's go. All right, Earl, where are you? Okay, now who sent that? I got to focus on them first. Sometimes it's easier to. Okay, let's see. Come on, Earl. Earl's very attached to you, isn't he? I think he's afraid. Could you tell Earl that I'm not going to take him away from you? Earl is acting like he's afraid I'm going to try to take him away. Did you ever work with a psychic before who tried to contact him or tried to rip him, like clear you and end up trying to take him away from you, or go to some sort of church or something where someone tried to clear you or whatever? Because I feel like Earl's running away from me, like he thinks maybe I'm going to try to dislodge him or take him away. So could you please let him know it's okay to talk to me? I mean, I don't want to scare him. And if he doesn't want to, that's okay. But I for your sake, I'd just like to say hi and see how he's doing.
Okay. Ready for the next one?
Yeah, until he's done with Ross.
Okay. Yvette Lagunas. Lagunas. She'd like to know if any of her family had a message for her. Their names are Tina, Eva, Felix, Bobby, Johnny, or Jerry.
Tina had come by earlier. There was a Tina who came by earlier, and was like, "Yeah, we're all cool here." I think that when I think of that, all those names, my first thing I see is all these people having like a 4th of July picnic. And like everyone is like, okay. And the one who's talking for the group, there's 2 of them that are coming forward to talk for the group. And I want to go back in a minute because we have I have my connection going to oh, come on. No, I can't. I have my connection and now I can't get my connection.
Yeah, I've got a question for you.
Wait. Don't throw questions at me. Right. Earl. I have my connection to Earl. Okay. All right. Earl. Yeah, Earl's around you all the time. Earl loves you. Earl loves you a lot. And I think that's why Earl was afraid, because Earl really loves you. And he doesn't want me to get in the way of that love. He's like, and I know Earl, and I know that it's, I know that it's I know that, love has all kinds of faces, and Earl's love is like faceless. Earl's love is like whatever Earl wants his love to be that day, and it's powerful, and but he also wants to make sure that it's sort of like universal. It's like no, um, it's like pure. It's like, I don't know how to say it, but it's like his love has. Um, it's like he's a guardian angel already, but he isn't. It's like he's I don't know how to put it. It's like he's practicing, but I don't know. He's like an overachiever, and but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want anyone to know it. He doesn't want to ruin a good thing. That's all. So, but sometimes he does ruin a good thing. So be careful. I'm not saying be careful, like, oh my God, there's danger, but um, be careful because he can be smothering. He really can be smothering. Anyway, that's what I see about Earl. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, next.
One is family is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Does my brother-in-law, Michael Dryden, have any messages for his wife, Trudy? Michael Dryden.
First thing that I heard him say was, I'm really sorry for all those years. I don't know what that's going to mean to her, but it was, I'm really sorry for all those years. And there's so much time we could have, so much time we could have. And he stopped there. But, and I don't know if I'm hearing, pumpkin or something like that. Sweetie pumpkin. I don't know. It's okay. Sweetie pumpkin. We did the best. We did the best we could, but I just wish I could have made it a lot better for you. We did the best. We did the best we could. We did it our way. He's singing. He's singing Frank frickin' Sinatra. I'm sorry. Please don't sing. I'm sorry. He can't sing very well, at least not from the dead. I'm sorry. Dead people sing the way they think they can sing. I'm sorry.
Are you ready for the next question?
Yes, I'm ready for the next. Please give me the next question.
From Jan Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Does my sister Shirley have a message for me?
Your sister Shirley. Now she's singing. Good God. She's singing, he's so fine. Oh my God. Shirley, a message, not a song. This is what the problem is with dead people. I'm really sorry. They're humans and they think they're funny. And this is why other people are like, she's crazy. Maybe I am, but it's because they're crazy. Message. Okay, come on, Shirley. She says she loves you, and when you get here, she's going to give you the best goddamn margarita you ever had. That's what she said.
Okay. Okay. Do you have anything from from a Maria. Rita is asking.
Oh boy, there was a Maria here a little while ago. I wasn't paying much attention to her, and I think she might have walked off or glided off, whatever. Let's see if I can. I know when Maria was here, she had said that. Do you have okay? Do you have anything specific you want from her while I find her again? Okay, I got her.
There's a bit of a delay here.
Yeah, my
Rita, please, my mother Maria or husband John for our daughter.
Okay, Verica. I like Verica, so I wanted to see if she had anything. She wanted to know. I like all of my subs, but Verica's she's really special.
Oh, I have her listed here. She's queued up.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Yeah, I got some specials.
Okay, so do you want the next question then after?
Do we ever find out about the authors?
I'm sorry, there's been so much dialogue. It's hard.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So where were we?
Next, I'm going to go to the next question from Sweet Pea, Antoine Whitley. He, I guess, was 17 years old when he passed in Richmond, California.
Mm-hmm.
And they're asking, I guess, if he's around, if you can hear him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got him. Yeah. He's a bit confused. Okay. And I'm getting the feeling that, was he a college student? Because I'm getting the feeling that I see him, I see him like a college student, but what he's telling me seems confusing. You know, he's sort of saying that he wants to do this, he wants to do that. He's got all these big plans, and I don't know if he's in a dream state telling me all of this, or if he's not crossed over, or if he's crossed over. I'm not feeling that he's crossed over. I'm feeling more like that he's sort of in a dream state. So.
Oh my gosh.
What?
No, sorry.
Yeah, he's in a dream state. I don't think he's crossed over. I think you should do the same thing I said to the other people about when you feel him around, or the other person. When you feel him around, you should talk to him about going into the light. I think in his mind, he thinks he's a student at a university, and he's kind of like all confused about being in this student and being in these halls, and I can see in his head he's got like he's like talking to people, and he's like in this weird dream about universities and stuff. So when you feel him around, or even if you don't feel him around, talk to him. He will hear you, and tell him, go in the light, or talk about his dream. Say, oh, look at that door over there. Look, there's a bright light going. Go into that door. You'll know when he goes through because you'll feel it. And maybe in a future session, we'll talk and see if he has gone over. Okay? I'm sorry when I have to tell somebody something like that.
Okay. I've got 3 questions queued left, and we're really reaching the end of our window here.
Okay, did we catch everybody with the boxes?
I have 3. Yes, these are the 3 with the boxes here.
Okay.
Anything from Owen Chaney or Clyde Smith? That is from Wolfie
Yeah.
Squad Red Blue.
Yep. Owen Channing and Clyde Smith. Um, One of them, I think it's Owen. No, it's Clyde. Is either a child or projecting themselves as a young person. By child, I mean like somebody under 18 around you, and the other one is more of an adult, and they are spirits. They have crossed over, and then they come back to visit, and they are okay. And they're actually the second one is very playful, and again, this person is playful in the type that you might feel someone tug your hair. You might feel, the bed go down like someone's sitting on it. You might see doors closing or rattling or that type of playful. It's sort of a different repertoire than the first one we were talking about. But it's all good fun type playful. It's not ghostly type, oh my God, bad feeling playful. It'll like make you feel happy playful. Like if you see the door move, you'll say, "Oh, there he is again," and it'll feel nice. Nothing scary. Um, and they're both in very peaceful. This is a good place for them, and there's nothing wrong. Everything's good. Um, you don't have any problems there. Everything's good, and you can be very, and you can talk to them. You can talk to them. They'll actually listen. Yeah. So this is a very, I can see this very bright globe around you. This is a really good one. Okay.
Okay, the next, sorry. Okay, from Melissa N. Does my
Oh, this is Arthur.
Arthur? No, this is a different question.
Marianne and Arthur.
Does my mom, Marianne, who passed, have a message for me?
She loves you. We all know. I mean, that's the first thing all spirits say. But she wants you to know. Hang on. Would you talk louder? Um, um, she's a buffer. She wants you to know that she's a buffer, and she's going to be like like a spaghetti strainer. She's like a spaghetti strainer between you and other people, particularly a particular person I don't want to name right now, but she's like a buffer. So not all of that energy gets through to you. And so, because people have to interact with energy, but she makes sure that there's like a spaghetti strainer. Only certain holes are open, and that way with other people in life too. She takes care of you still, and she watches out for you to make sure that that your energy, because you're very you have a lot of energy. You know that you're an empath, and she just told me that, and that that empath sense of you can be really knocked down hard. So she's like this buffer around you, kind of making sure that you don't get punch nailed. You might get a little nailed like that, but you're not going to get slammed. So she just wanted me to let you know, because she loves you. She's doing that for you. Okay? Makes sense, I hope.
Okay. Family is everything is asking, do my two kids in heaven, Brandon James and Alexandria Melinda, have any messages for me?
Well, let's see. Let's see. When I try to contact them, the first thing I saw was them. I saw them as like young adults, and then I saw them getting young. I saw them as adults, then young adults, then getting younger and younger and younger and younger until they were like 5 years old. And they were holding up like a banner, like like you'd see at a birthday party or something, and it said "Mom" right across it, and they had a big party laid out, like they're waiting for you to join them, and and they're they are they're fine, and they love you, and they're waiting for you, but they just told me don't think you have to rush it. They got all the time in the world, literally, and time for them is not a big deal. One day, 1 year, 1 hour, 1 decade is all the same to them. But so they're not missing you, which I know sounds awful, but it's not that they're not missing you in that they're like, oh, we don't care. It's that time for them means nothing. But they but they um they just want you to know that they'll be there waiting for you, and that they love you very much. And it was hard for them. It was hard for them to leave you. Very, very hard for them to leave you. But it, you know, again, it's one of those things that they need to voice, though, that it's not your fault. It's um you didn't do anything. It's life, and um it's just how life is. Not your fault. You didn't There's anything that you feel somehow you could have changed, you couldn't. This is how it is. There's like a pattern, and we fit that pattern somehow. And they just want you to know that they are fine. There's only joy where they are, and that they can see you, and they bring you joy, and you do feel them, and they know that when you feel them, they know, and you know when you feel them, because you are like in harmony on that track. So I hope that makes sense. Um, Anyone we can catch real quick,
Yeah.
and then we can stop at like quarter of,
Yeah, there's, yes.
like we did last time.
Donna Stokes. Any messages for me from my mom and dad, Red and Marie, and did my dad crossover with my mom?
You know, my first thought, okay. Your mom crossed over, and your mom is your mom's absolutely fine, and and she loves the kids. And Red, your dad Red, I'm confused as to what she's saying. Your mom said, "Oh, he's dead." I, so I don't know if you don't know if he's dead or not, or she doesn't know if he's dead or not, which is very odd, because usually if someone's dead, they know if other people are dead. So are you unsure whether your father's dead, or is she pulling my chain, or is your mother just a joker like that? Um, Let me see if I can find your dad. Your mom is laughing. She is laughing. I think they're pulling my chain. I really do. Your mother is a hoot, I'll tell you, because she's laughing at me. And I think they're playing hide and seek with your dad. She is absolutely laughing with me. I think your dad. Nope, I found him. Now they're both laughing. Oh my God. How'd you put up with them? I don't know if they were this funny in real life, but they are really laid back now. They are really laid back now, and I think that when you cross over, you're going to like them, because I get the feeling that they might not have been all this laid back before, but they are very funny people, at least now.
Can I wanted to get Verica's question in here if I could.
Yeah, okay.
Andrew Gresco. She's asking about Andrew Gresco.
He's good. He's good, and he says, stop worrying about me. Yeah, he says, yeah, he said that it's okay. But when he said stop worrying about me, about 10 other people in this room said, yeah, stop worrying about me. Cut it out. Stop worrying about me. So like there's like a whole bunch of people here who want to tell a whole bunch of people there, stop worrying about me. I guess that's a general thought about a lot of people. And I understand it's very easy to worry about people who've passed on. You worry about it because it's something you don't understand. It's something that you don't remember ever doing. Something that some of you probably never have done. And so you do worry about it. And everyone's, it's like, oh my God, you said a bad word, you're going to go to hell. People are terrified someone that they love might be in hell, and so you're worried. Oh my God.
Okay, the next one I have here is I wanted to go back to revisit from Tammy Massey, her question about Will Massey, her husband.
Yeah.
Being able to get a hold of
Will Massey. What does she need to know? What does she want to know?
Tammy, can you resend your question?
In the meantime, do you want to do another one?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And I'll keep an eye for her. I have a very pink life and asked if you do happen to. She's asking about he or she about their mom Judy.
Yeah.
If her mother has a message for her. Her name is Christina, the viewer. I am a very pink life. Is Christina. Mother Judy.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not picking up on Judy. Does she have a specific thing? Because right now Judy's just like, a lot of times it's like, the only thing I'm getting a lot of is like, I love you, baby, and and I'm always there for you.
Okay. When you're ready, let me know.
Yeah. I mean, in general, that's what they'll say, unless you have a specific question or unless something very specific happened with you and them right as they passed away or right before.
Okay. Tammy Massey was asking if Will Massey is waiting for her.
Of course he is. He just said, of course I am. Where do you think I'm going? I'm sorry to laugh. But he is. He said that he waits for you every day. He sits with you every day and he doesn't want you to rush. He said he spends every moment with you. He sits with you as you eat. He sits with you as he lays with you as you sleep. He is with you every moment, and he takes every moment of time with you, and he wants you to take every moment and live your life every moment. And he doesn't want you to dream of rushing to be with him. He wants you to live. And he also is saying, and he wants you to do things that make you happy. And he doesn't want you to live your life for him. He wants you to go out and live your life for you. And he will let you live he said to me, don't say let you live. He said, you live your life for you, and he will be waiting for you no matter what. He just said if for some reason you ever found another man and married another man, he would still be there for you. And then when you died and the other man died, you would still be with him and the other man all together, and you'd all love each other. It's just the way it works, he says. It's because he says it's not like, it's just the way it is there. Go figure. But he says for you, he will, of course he's there for you. You're one, it's like you're one soul.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, he says he loves her. Go ahead.
From Joe Jansen, asking if there is anything from her brother Tim C. or boyfriend Kenny P.
Oh, I heard Kenny earlier. Earlier, there was a Kenny here who said that he was so sad that he left so early, and he wanted to just say that he was so sorry he left so soon, and that he was so sorry he left so soon, and he just wanted to be forgiven for leaving so soon, and he just wanted to hear that he was forgiven for leaving so soon so he could finish crossing over. And that was a Kenny. So if you would, if he is your Kenny, which I suspect he is, you might want to actually loudly say the words, Kenny, I forgive you for leaving me and I love you. I know it wasn't really your fault, and let him, and then he'll cross over. And then he can come back as a spirit and be with you. Boy, we've got a lot of bummers today. And your brother is crossed over. He's fine.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to give some crummy news to this time.
This will probably be one of our last questions here.
Okay, so let's say two more.
Okay. Barbara Fernandez is asking if there is an Enrique. He's her dad.
Oh, we had an Enrique here earlier, I think. Go ahead.
Enrique. She's asking if he has any type of message for her at all.
Is he calling her Little Rose? His Little Rose? Something like that.
Rosa.
Huh?
Rosa.
Something like that. Anyway, he said she'll always be his little girl, his little Rose or something like that. His little Rosa, his little Rose. His baby, his little baby.
Okay, next one. Let me know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just lost in this such a beautiful love. I'm just, this daddy baby love. It's just so sweet.
Okay, Carolyn Ross is asking about her father Herman James. He passed back in 2005.
Yeah.
And if he has any type of message for her.
I'm not sure if this is from him. It's from a Herman, and it's like, I never liked Sam. I don't know why he's saying that. I never liked Sam. I don't know if that's her father, because I don't know why he would say that. So let me see if I can get deeper. Okay, this person's saying it's all right. It's okay. You know, it's okay. I know it took a lot out of you, and I appreciate that it took so much out of you. And I'll always I don't know if the word he's saying is honor that, or and even though he didn't have a way to express it, he wants you to understand that. And he's so that's what this one's saying, that he understands, and he just wants you to know that. He couldn't, yeah. So yeah.
Okay, I have one last specific name here from
Okay.
Carolyn Attack,
Uh,
asking if Tony, forgive misspelling, Ryerson, if he's watching her and the kids. Tell them that she misses them. Okay.
Tony's very sentimental. Yeah, Tony's very sentimental. He's a very sweet guy, isn't he? He's very sentimental. He yeah, he's there and he's watching over the kids, and he he's very sentimental. I mean, my just telling him that you said that, he's practically breaking up. Do we have any last questions? I'm feeling that there should be a last question that doesn't necessarily have a name. It just just quickly.
Jen 4 asked, did Dad ever show up?
You know, Jen, I think he did. Yeah. Jen 4's dad. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, he's not. A lot of times people just show up and they just watch, or they give out energy. Do you feel him around you? Do you feel him? Because sometimes I think, even the last time we did this, later people emailed me and they said, you know, you didn't get to my question, but I could feel that somebody was around me, and I think that was their spirit guides that came. So okay, I guess we'll call it. It's what? Oh, come on, Paul's.
Any questions?
Yeah, Ken's gonna come over.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Thank you for all your great questions. You're wonderful people. Thanks so
thanks. They're my subs. They're perfect people. They're the best people on YouTube.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Love ya. End stream.